Hi everybody, my name is Kelly. I'm currently a rising senior at Santa Clara University studying political science. I'm currently studying abroad in Berlin, Germany, and I am so excited to take you around my day today just to show you what a typical day in the life of a student studying abroad in Berlin is like. I'm also more than happy to answer any questions you might have, so feel free to drop those in the box down below. And with that being said, let's get our day started. Public transportation in Berlin is extremely simple to use. I was pretty nervous about it coming from a suburb that doesn't really have public transportation, but AIFS did teach us how to use it during our orientation, and once you figure out which stops you're supposed to be getting off at, it is so easy. I don't even really think about it anymore. You can also use your phone's Maps app to navigate which trains and which buses you should be taking to get to where you want to go, but using public transportation will get you pretty much anywhere in the city. It's also really safe. I was a bit worried that it would be kind of unsafe, especially at night, but it is really reliable. Everybody I know has had a pretty good experience with the public transportation system. We do have things like Ubers in case you want to maybe just get one of those at night, but I love the public transportation here and a lot of my peers do too. A lot of people in the program do come to Berlin to study German, but it is not necessary at all. I only know a few phrases in German and I've been able to get around the city just fine. All my classes have been in English and most people here know at least a bit of English. The best piece of advice I got while starting to pack for Berlin was to only bring about a week's worth of clothing. You really don't need that much. There are a lot of shops here, a lot of really cool thrift stores, so limit the amount of toiletries and meds you bring as well. I would also suggest learning just basic phrases in German, such as hello, goodbye, please, thank you, and do you speak English? If you're not studying German, I think these are still really essential to know, just for the few people here that don't speak any English. Yes, 100%. Berlin is one of the most LGBTQ+ friendly cities I've ever been in. There are a lot of spaces for you to be a part of if you are a part of that community or just an ally, and it is a very diverse and welcoming city for everybody. I've had my heart set on being in Berlin for a few years now, and out of all of the programs I researched, AIFS offered the best opportunities for excursions, exploring the city, going outside of the city, so I decided to go with them, and I love it. I've been fortunate enough to travel to a bunch of different countries with my parents before, but I really wanted to experience what it would be like to be in a brand new country by myself. I figured that would really give me a push to become a lot more independent of a person than I am. Yes, this is true. One cool thing I hadn't heard of before coming to Germany was the bottle fee. So you pay a bit extra to receive a bottled drink, like this Gatorade I'm about to finish, and once I'm done with it, I can go return it, the bottle will be recycled, and I get money back. I've always been really interested in the history surrounding the Holocaust and World War II, so I figured Berlin is one of the best places to learn about that. I also heard it was a really fun town to be in if you're in your 20s, so I knew I would have a lot of fun if I came. I'm only taking one course. I have classes Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Thursday afternoon. So that leaves me a lot of time to go see stuff after class or before class or on Tuesdays and Fridays and weekends when I don't have any class. The workload depends on the course that you're taking. So for mine, we have a weekly summary, just 1 page, so really short, final paper, and then I opted to do a shorter final paper in exchange for a 10-minute presentation, which I did Monday. Not too bad. Our resident director actually helped us during orientation get used to a lot of the different culture shocks we should expect. The biggest issue for me was the 9-hour time difference, as I'm from the West Coast, so I forced myself to stay up pretty late the first day I was here, and I was good. The biggest culture shock for me is that Sundays are considered a day of rest here, so all of the stores are closed. I am big into doing my errands on Sundays at home, so I can't do that here, and I've had to get used to doing them during the week, just after or before class. The nightlife in Berlin is really cool. No matter what your interests are, you will always find something going on. There are things to go do every night of the week, so I've not been bored here. One thing that Berlin is really into is techno music, so you'll find a lot of spaces to enjoy that. Well, it is getting pretty late in Berlin, so I'm going to log off for the night. If you have any more questions about what studying abroad in Berlin is like, or studying abroad anywhere else in the world, feel free to click the link in the AIFS Instagram bio or go to this website. Otherwise, thank you so much for following along with me on my day today and for asking so many great questions. Auf Wiedersehen!